Welcome to the STARS program, seniors taking active roles in society. And now, here's your host, ANITA FINLEY.
So if you want to eat Brazilian, you want to really get into the whole world of Brazil, you don't have to go to Brazil. Not a bad thing to do. But right here in South Florida, we had Giraffas Brazilian Grill, which is one of Brazil's most beloved restaurant brands. Now it is bringing its upbeat personality, charming hospitality, and bold flavor to the U.S. And we have, in living color right here, Carolina Fredericksen, who is the off-premises director of Giraffas USA Brazilian Grill. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Anita.
And so I complained when she came, she didn't bring any giraffas.
Oh, my goodness.
Sorry.
Oh, my goodness. I should have brought it. Next time we'll have it delivered.
Right, delivered. And I'm glad you brought that up. Are you not unusual that you have a delivery service for a restaurant like that?
We do now deliver. It's brand new. We started delivering just a little while ago, and we have a great partner called Delivery Wow, and we deliver within 3 to 5 miles from the restaurant. So it's a great service to have.
And so what are the trucks going to be as beautiful? The ones that you deliver? No, it's a different service. But
it is a third-party service, but the uniforms are super cute. It's these red shirts with black ties, so it's the guys in ties who deliver. That's their little motto.
But what I love the best is really the way that the restaurants are. In fact, I brought someone from Jaguar there the other day. I know you couldn't make it. And he had never been there. There we are, next door. He had never been there. And we had a fabulous lunch. I forced him into having some things he normally wouldn't have. You know, those wonderful sticks, can't pronounce it. What are the
yuca sticks?
Yeah, the yuca sticks, which is my favorite.
So good. Those are our appetizers.
Right.
But
I can make a main meal on that.
They're so good. It's yuca, kind of made in a stick and deep fried. How can it not be good? And then we serve it with a sriracha mayo. So it's got a little bit of kick to it. It's a great appetizer.
It was. And let's see. And then I forced him into having, I told him he should have the steak because that's when, you had that with the black beans and the rice and the...
very Brazilian to have that combination.
And the nice thing is it comes on this elegant plate. I want to backtrack. This is not a fast food restaurant. I want everyone to understand it. It's casual. And whatever the difference in that means that you may go up, you stand at a counter and you order, but then you go find a lovely place to sit and it's brought to you.
The concept is actually fast casual. So we're right in the middle between fast food, which is, your fast food, and a casual restaurant, which is where you sit down and you have a server go up to you. We kind of mix both, or there's actually a movement in the USA and other countries of fast casual. And you go up to the counter, just like you said, you place your order, you take a little tracker, you sit down, and then we take the food to you. And one of our great beliefs is that you should enjoy a meal. So we take it on a real plate with real cutlery, a napkin, and it's you sit down and you talk and you enjoy your meal, and it's beautiful, delicious, good for you food.
And then you do not have to bring it and put it in a container.
No, you don't have to go to the garbage and look at everybody else's garbage, and we take care of that for you. So, so beginning to end, it's a fast experience, but it's also a nice, pleasant experience. So.
Well, it's an unusual concept. I mean, I like Brazilian food, but when I think of the Brazilian food, I've gone to the restaurants where they have this big slab of meat and
I think that's called the espadas, where there's a buffet, you go and choose your sides, and then the server comes around and serves you. Well, I mean, that is a great Brazilian concept, but we had to do a little twist on that, and our menu is all menu items are $9.99 and under.
I'm just going to say that. You go to this other place, you're not going to get out without $30 probably.
$30, $40, $50.
Exactly.
I've seen it before. But because we are in the fast casual realm, we did want to keep our prices $9.99 and under. So you get a nice piece of steak or chicken, pork, shrimp, salmon, mahi-mahi. We have a whole bunch of proteins. They're all natural, hormone and antibiotic free, the top quality proteins. And then you get to choose 3 sides. And the Brazilian way to eat is always rice and beans. And then you get to choose your 3rd side. But you can mix and match if you'd like as well.
And of course, anyone on a diet, be very careful because the desserts are spectacular.
Can't even begin.
No, I
to
do.
say
I
how
love
much,
your
yeah.
desserts. They're different, and they are very good. And there's always enough for someone else to share.
It's always great to finish off with a dessert. We have the dulce de leche cheesecake. We have the passion mango cheesecake. We have our very Brazilian brigadeiros, which are little bites of condensed milk love, and they come in 3 flavors: coconut, milk chocolate, and dark chocolate. In Brazil, the most common are the dark chocolate. And we also have our petit gâteau with ice cream. Petit gâteau is a small cake in French, of course. But the story is that a French chef went to Sao Paulo and he made the wrong mix, or he didn't leave it in the oven long enough. So when the cake came out, it was kind of like a molten cake. And that's where the name petit gâteau comes from in Sao Paulo. We have it in chocolate flavor, and you can choose either cookies and cream ice cream or vanilla ice cream. And you can choose one of the 3 sauces that we have: raspberry, caramel, or chocolate, to go along with a petit gâteau. And what are the other desserts we have? I don't know. They're so good.
I think
I did it all.
I think you did it. And something that people should realize is that your hours are pretty good. So,
Yep.
so I know that I've been there, of course, for lunch. I haven't been there for dinner. Friends of mine did go for dinner, but I think you're open until 10?
We open at 11. All stores open at 11 a.m. And then we close, depending on the day, between 11 or 12 at night. Yeah, some stores are even open at 12 a.m. So it's and after 4 p.m. we have our happy hour every day. 2-for-1 drinks. We have beer, wine, and our twist on the Brazilian caipirinha, the caipirafa, which is like a limey, sweet, alcoholic beverage. Very, very nice, and in general, good for you. Well, it has lime element to it.
I'm glad you brought that up, because a lot of the restaurants that are what we would call fast food, for all intents and purposes, just say that, they don't have beer and they don't have wine.
No, they don't.
So this shows the European, this shows the exotic world that a lot of people, like my husband, won't go anywhere because he likes a glass of wine when he's eating. But he won't go there.
We also have champagne. We have sparkling wine. We have a prosecco. So you can get 2-for-1 prosecco after 4 p.m. 4 p.m. till close every day.
That's fabulous. I don't know who. Why don't you talk a little bit about the company, because it's an interesting company.
Yes, we're originally we were founded in 1981 by Carlos Guerra in Brasilia, in Brazil. Currently, we have over 420 franchise-owned locations in Brazil, all over Brazil, and in the USA we have 8 locations. We got here in 2011. Opened up our first store in North Miami. So Giraffas North Miami is our number 1 store. And we've been slowly but surely growing throughout South Florida, Broward, and Orlando. So it's been great. And we've reworked our menu, we've reworked our magic, and now we're onwards and upwards. So it's a great, with American food, but a great Brazilian twist to that food. For example, we have our feijoada, which is a very well-known Brazilian dish. It's eaten on Wednesdays and Saturdays. There's different theories behind that, but Wednesdays and Saturdays we offer our feijoada. It's a black bean-based stew with different cuts of pork. And then
I haven't had that.
No?
I've got to get back there.
Well, I have to take you on a Wednesday or a Saturday so we can enjoy feijoada.
So you don't have it except Wednesday and Saturday.
Exactly.
That's why.
Because that's when you typically eat it. And it's meant to be enjoyed with family, with friends. You sit down, you converse, you have wine, you drink beer, and you have the feijoada, which is really, really very traditionally Brazilian. And like I said, it's a black bean stew with pork, different pork cuts in it, and you eat it with rice and farofa. Farofa is a yuca-based yuca flour, and it has bacon, parsley, scrambled egg, onion, and it kind of looks like sand, but it's delicious with the stew and the rice. Oh my God, it's heavenly.
I don't know how they found you. They were so lucky.
I love food. I mean, I love talking about food.
It comes across, I don't know how they found you. I mean, you're perfect for this. The only thing that you don't do is you're not there at all the restaurants as people come in.
I wish I could be at all the restaurants.
And greet everybody and tell everybody what they should be eating.
Yeah, and really at Giraffas, we have amazing food. I mean, we work every day. We work hard every day to really bring the best quality food at the best standard of processes and pricing that we can possibly find. So
My guest is Carolina Fredericksen, and Carolina is it's called off-premises director, but she's the one that I have met and the one that really turned me on to Giraffas USA. And I want to just give some information. You can go to their website, which will show you where they are located. It's Giraffas, Giraffas, Giraffas.com, Giraffas.com. And she was talking about the one over there in Broward, and that's really off Cypress Creek and Andrews and Andrews.
yeah, it's at Cypress Creek and Andrews. There's a little strip mall there. The area is called Uptown, and it's a great location. I mean, it's very strong for lunch. We have tons of businesses in the area, and it's great because we cater. So we cater to the businesses there, and we deliver for lunch and dinner.
Let's talk about your catering. Sounds like you've now expanded that.
Yes, we have 2 packages, and of course you can mix and match your options. You're not, fixed to those 2 packages. We have the burger bar, so you can have, our all-natural picanha burgers at your office or in your home, and it comes with buns. You can build your own burger. We have all of the fixings on the side. We have lettuce, tomato, anything you can imagine that you want to put on your burger comes with that. The burger bar. It also comes with sea salt chips and a salad, of course. And then we have our carnival package, and you can mix shrimp, steak, and or chicken. You can get 2 proteins or 1 protein, and then it comes with 3 sides. The appetizer of pão de queijo, which is our gluten-free cheese breads, and that also comes with dessert, which are brigadeiros. So you get depending on how many guests you order for, you get 24 packs of brigadeiros.
Okay, so is there a limit as to
No.
how many? Let's say you have just 4 people in your party. Can you?
Well, there are minimums.
Yeah,
there's for the burger bar it's 10 guests, and for the carnival package it's 12 guests. And then there's the sky's the limit as to how many guests you want to include in that catering.
And so I can see the package that's coming in now. It's probably a red, orange, yellow, green bag, but it's a big bag that
Yep.
you open it up and then you separate people. Look at it, it's like a buffet. People
is a
decide
buffet.
what they want.
It's a self-serve buffet. We can either go up and set it up for you, or you can pick it up at the store. Now that we have delivery, you can order it for delivery. So which is super convenient.
The big problem is when you're ordering for people, what happens usually, Carolina, is, well, what do you want? Well, what do you want? It goes on, it's a pain in the,
Nope,
what.
for catering.
But here, you just buy it and say, okay, there it is. Pick what you want. Right?
Exactly. It's like a go crazy buffet kind of thing. Each person can serve themselves, and they just make their own plate. So
yeah, it's really a fun thing. I just have to talk about this. We've been talking about it on the radio show, and it's a great name. It's unusual. It's Giraffas, Giraffas. And I hope we've made you hungry enough for you to go over there and try some of it. So when you talk about changing menus. Now, Brazilian food, of course, you've been talking about the yuca and certain things which are very Brazilian. Is there anything we've missed that's very Brazilian that you don't have on the menu?
Well, we currently don't have several items, but we do offer them throughout the year as an LTO, which is a limited time offer. Right now, as our limited time offer, we have steak pão de queijo sliders with a soup on the side, and then that lasts until the 1st of March. Then we change into chicken style stroganoff. Stroganoff is very popular in Brazil, which is a creamy tomato-based sauce. Usually it's known maybe as Russian or as
Right.
Eastern European,
Right.
but Brazilians, because they have a melange of culture and food within their country, stroganoff is very popular in Brazil. So for 3 months, as of March, we're going to have the chicken style stroganoff. So you get a chicken breast with rice and fries and the stroganoff sauce on top of it. Yeah. And then we're also going to have moqueca, which is a very famous dish, I believe, from the region of Bahia, which is very beachy and beautiful beaches and vacation town or vacation area in Brazil. And that's coconut-based tomato sauce, and you added seafood to it. So ours is usually with shrimp, and then we would also accompany it with different sides. But so maybe we don't have something that you're looking that's very Brazilian in our store right now, but throughout the year we always bring those elements in.
Okay, so talking to someone who loves all the food, knows all the food, the big question is, what is your favorite when you're there?
Oh,
big question.
I have to say, since day one, it's been steak. I am a big meat eater. I am Latin, and sometimes I just need a piece of grilled steak with some really good rice, some beans, and I mean, I know it's like carb heaven, but I always add fries to it, just because, you know. And my favorite sauce is the chimichurri. Our chimichurri, seriously, is the most delicious one I've had in many locations. So I don't know what, maybe it's the balsamic vinegar that makes it amazing, but chimichurri is originally actually from Argentina, but Carlos Guerra, who's the founder of Giraffas in Brazil, he came up with this amazing recipe, and it's my favorite chimichurri. I have it all the time with picanha steak or even the contra steak, which is New York strip steak. Oh, it's so good. I order it medium rare with the rice, the beans, the chimichurri, and fries, and then I put the sauce all over the place, and it's just delicious. I don't know what to say. And our steaks are just lightly seasoned. I mean, they're really in their natural state. They put salt and pepper on it, and that's it. That there's no marination process. It's just simple, clean, good for you, delicious food. And you can make it as healthy or as I wouldn't say unhealthy, but you know, as carbolicious as you'd like. You know, it's really up to you, which is the beauty of our menu. You can really customize it to what you want.
Oh, here's funny. Anyone listening, I'm sure that they are going to run over to Giraffas
I hope so.
Because you make everything. I mean, I'm starving here thinking about you. And you really do know how to express yourself with the food. It's obvious that your passion comes from sincerity. Mm-hmm. I mean, you do love this.
I do love food. And I've always said if I'm going to talk about food, it has to be good food. So, and I work in a place that has amazing food, which I'm so lucky for that.
And so, did you live in Brazil?
No, unfortunately, I've never lived in Brazil. I know I've traveled through Brazil and going back and forth from Argentina. I actually grew up in Mexico and Canada and London, and I've lived in Florida three separate times in my life. So it's I have friends who are Brazilian. I grew up with Brazilians, and I work with Brazilians. And actually, this past week in Orlando, it was Portuguese all around me. So I'm picking it up quite quick. But I think when you find a common love for something, which is food and good service and just offering high quality, amazing products, I think you find a common ground. And whether you speak the language or not, or you know exactly where it comes from, you really feel a passion for what you have and you offer.
And is there a special drink that's Brazilian?
The caipirinha. Oh, the caipirinha is delicious, made out of cachaça. Cachaça is it's a really strong alcohol made out of sugar cane. In Giraffas, although we can't legally serve cachaça because we only have a wine and beer. Well, not only. We have a wine and beer license. We found a vodka-based wine or wine-based vodka, which is within the limits of alcohol percentage that we can legally serve. And so we invented the caipirafa. And that caipirafa, I mean, the basis is the same as the caipirinha, but instead of having the cachaça in it, it has the wine-based vodka.
And so that's you feel that's one of the best.
It's Brazil's soup. I mean, that's what they drink, and it's lime based. Now they have variations of it, and they also make the caipirosca, which is the caipirinha made with vodka, and they have different elements to it. It's kind of like the margarita, where now you have strawberry margarita and mango margarita, but the original margarita is the lime margarita. It's the same with the caipirinha, and that's what we offer as a caipirafa, which is the lime caipirafa.
And now for people listening who don't want to drink anything alcoholic, you do have some special fruit drinks, because I know I had that when I was there.
We do. We have naked juices. So we have the mango naked
That's what I had.
Juice. Yeah, it's really, really good. We have the Green Monster, which is pulpalicious green everything juice in it. And then we have 2 all-natural drinks, which are blackberry and I think it's a clementine soda, which is all-natural soda, no aspartame, no artificial coloring, it's all natural. So we have those 2 as well. And then we have, all of our Pepsi products. We have some of our stores have different shots of flavors that you can add to your, everybody likes to customize their drinks. So we have different flavor shots that you can add to your soda. And we have domestic, national, and Brazilian beers. We have we have a great variety. We have orange juice. Yes.
Okay, so this is the other question. Now, Italy, they have their coffee. And that's very special, espresso. What does comes from that kind of a
from
vein?
working with Brazilians every day, their favorite coffee is a strong espresso. And just black, no sugar, no milk, no cream, nothing. Just a black espresso. And that's what we offer in our stores. We have Nespresso machines, and we have regular decaf, espresso, latte, and cappuccino. So you can order any of those. And that's the most Brazilian way. We don't offer American coffee, but we do have the best coffee out there. So
yeah, I was wondering. So Brazil has a coffee, but it's not Brazil's coffee. It's just a different kind of coffee.
Well, it's not a Brazilian branded coffee, but trust me, the Brazilians love their black espresso.
Okay, so it's all part
and they
of that.
actually drink black espresso with pão de queijo. That's like very common. When we think of pão de queijo as something savory, they have it for breakfast. So it's it's a very common combination.
Well, I just I'm really happy to have you here because this is very new for me to have the Brazilian food that way. As I said, the only other kind I had was when you go to a restaurant and it's a big deal, and I loved it, all the salads and all the beef and all the things that they come around with. But you have to really be hungry to go there and have it. It's a big deal. You spend 3 hours it's a lot of food. But going to your wonderful Giraffas, you can have a taste of stuff, and it's little. It's not a lot of. It's a $9.95, as you said, and you do get you get your money's worth.
Yeah, you really do, and you get to customize your protein. You get to customize your sides. You get to customize your sauce. We also have salads. We have amazing burgers, and you can instead of having a beef patty, you can have a chicken fillet in there. So it's a many options menu, simplified, and I think it makes Brazilian food simple. Like you say, when you go to these spadas places, it's there's a huge buffet. You don't know what to eat, or you eat too much, and those are amazing. But with Giraffas, we wanted to make Brazilian food approachable. Kind of like it's taken Mexican food 20 years to get to the point where everybody knows what a quesadilla or a burrito is. That's where we're trying to go with Brazilian food. Make it well known, make it easy to understand.
Oh, I don't have any Mexican restaurants to advertise, so I can say this. I don't like Mexican food as much as I like Brazilian food. I don't know why. I think I'm not really sure why, but because I guess I'm a meat eater, as you are also, and so I'm. Yeah, that's the most prime thing that I can think of.
Well, unlike many other Mexican restaurants and or competitors, our proteins are grilled to order. So nothing is sitting on the side. I mean, you place your order and the meat is freshly grilled. It's all done, while you're going to your table to sit down or serving your drink. That is when we start cooking your proteins.
Yeah, and you said something else, that the meat is
all natural, no hormones, and antibiotic free. Yeah.
Why did they do that? I mean, that's so far in advance. That's so way up there now.
I think that's where we're all headed. Some people are taking
great
longer.
That they're doing that.
Longer to do that, but I think as you have to deliver quality, and you have to want people to go there with their families. You have to want people to feel good about what they're eating. I mean, I feel I'm passionate about food, and if I'm going to ingest something and I'm going to put it into my body, it has to be good. Nowadays, you have no excuse not to offer good food.
And I don't know if it's this way with you, but you can literally take food that, that is so pure, and you don't need a knife. You almost can cut it with a fork. Did you know that?
Well, if it's so pure, yes, but definitely we give you a big steak knife.
No, I know
with our
that,
steaks,
but I
yeah.
have to tell you, I noticed the difference that if I get some chicken that is no antibiotics or anything, I can really cut it
Yep.
without a knife, and
Yep.
I don't know what that even means. Why? That's true.
Probably because it hasn't been stuck in a freezer for 10 months and the meat is fresh. You can tell fresh.
Yeah.
I think people nowadays have much more knowledge on food as you're realizing now that you compare all natural chicken to non-natural chicken or chicken that's been frozen for forever. You really can tell the difference. And I think sometimes there's a perception that food has to be expensive to be top quality. And we've worked really hard with all of our vendors to really bring a fair price for the top quality items that we have. I mean, we have organic quinoa, all of our protein.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
I love
organic
quinoa.
We have an organic quinoa salad, and our lettuce is great, top quality as well. Our sauces are fresh made in-house. I mean, everything is really, really carefully thought out, and we've worked really hard with our vendors to bring it at that really fair price point.
Gee, Carolina, you have Carolina. Is that
Carolina.
better? Carolina.
Doesn't matter.
Carolina FREDERIKSEN, who is with Giraffas USA, the Giraffas Grill. You certainly make it all come to life, and it's just wonderful that we're now going to have breakfast. Do you want to just do that for a fast minute?
Yep. Breakfast. We're working our menu and doing all of the research and development on that. So breakfast, we will be launching it at the Cypress Creek location within a month and a half.
Yeah, so that's special. Now
Very
you're gonna have
special.
People starting
We
at
have
the very early.
We have amazing dishes, with a Brazilian twist.
That's wonderful. Thank you very much for being here. Okay.
Thanks so much.
Bye.